Darko here for this week's trade example. As you all know, if you watch my previous social media video on YouTube, you heard me talk about this Kiwi cat trade way before we got filled. And then we got filled, and I also talked about the aftermath of it. What I do want to do today is, now when you heard me talk about this trade in advance, and also we getting filled, and now price is moving in our direction. Why not make a video about covering the trade management part of this, and then also tell you by the end of this video why this is my favorite setup. Regardless of the outcome, I couldn't care less if this was a winning trade or a losing trade or a break-even trade. But I explained to my paying clients yesterday, doing Monday's PMA, explaining which type of trades are my absolute favorite, and I will tell you this by the end of this video. Okay, so as you all know, we got filled in here. This trade needed around 70 pips. Okay, from here down to here plus 25, like 75 pips stop loss, and we are currently up over 200 pips. Okay, so how do you do? So like, if this for Monday, if this goes against you, will this be a losing trade? Absolutely not. Okay, it depends. This was the fill, price went up like straight one-way ticket to the first level. Do you want to take a chance and if this is heading up? I would say no. By the time we hit this level, price was up with front running and everything, let's just say 150 pips, just to make it simple. 155, maybe 160 pips, and your risk was 75. Well, take something off. Okay, take 50% off, and you can also, if I grab my pen for you, you can also having your stop loss from here down to here by the time we hit this level. Okay, what did price do? Price came down, retraced on a daily chart, into any level of these supports, and made a higher high, higher close. Okay, now you can trail your stop loss 25 pips below the APB, advanced pullback. I explain all of these price action stuff within the paid membership. So this is an advanced pullback. Price managed to make a higher high, higher close. So we initially had our stop loss in here. We moved it in here by the time we hit an opposing level, just in case to be on a safe side. We took 50% off, and now price made another higher high, higher close on Friday, and now moving my stop loss from here to here before the close of the market. Okay, now even if we get stopped out, you will be stopped out for first you took 50% off, and now it will be another chunk of the profit. Okay, and if this goes up even further, as long as we are not breaching minus 25 from this low, the next super level that is there, I would say I would take the weekly level in here. So this is both weekly, daily, and everything. So this could be your final target, or what you could do is trailing your stop loss, because price usually, not always, moves in waves. Okay, so now we made a higher high, higher close. Maybe we continue on another way or so, and then we make another higher low, and then we make another higher high, higher close. Now you are just trailing. Okay, you are just trailing. Every time you make a higher high, higher close, you are trailing. Okay, so therefore you will be more in profit, because my underlying trend on a yearly is up, and my prediction, not because I need to predict the market, but if I had a wild guess, okay, the yearly candle will be closing something like this. Okay, and by trailing your stop loss the way I just showed you on a daily chart, you will maximize your profit. You don't need to limit it in here, because you just move it, and yeah, at some point you will get stopped out, because at some point price will retrace, make like a weekly retracement, and then within this weekly retracement you will get stopped out, and then price could very well do another leg up into these levels. Okay, but there will be another trading opportunity, hopefully, that you could be taking. Okay, So this is a way of managing your trade if you want to maximize, rather than just, make it 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. Well, take 50% off, have a free look, and then trail your stop loss below the APB, advanced pullback. And then until you get stopped out. There are times, like if you go and back test, live test, trade test this, when the market is trending, like instead of taking a 3-to-1, you could end up taking 10-to-1, maybe even 15-to-1. Well, now we are talking. Now you can have like so many losing trades and still be break even. And that's the thing. Like when you lose, how much do you lose? When you win, how much do you win? That's the only question that you need to ask you. Win ratio, losing ratio, that doesn't tell you anything. Like you could have 70% win ratio and 30% loss ratio, but you are down for the month. And there are people like having 50% win ratio and they are like up 5-10%, or at least in profit. So when you lose, how much do you lose, and how can you maximize your profit and minimize your losses? Well, that's one way of to do it. So why is this pattern or this trade my favorite? Okay, I want to draw some things for you, because otherwise things becomes hindsight, right? So my favorite trade is when the monthly or weekly, sometimes both, are retracing back into support and resistance, okay, with the underlying trend, okay, underlying trend. Once we hit that no-brainer support and resistance, when we pull back into that, weekly or monthly, sometimes both, into a no-brainer support and resistance, like if I ask 100 traders, all 100 of them will agree that this is a no-brainer level of support and resistance in alignment with the underlying trend. And then this last step is I see a pattern, one of my patterns that I'm trading. These 4 simple steps are one of my favorite ways of trading. Especially I like to see a swing break rotation, okay, or an ACAT. Mind you, I didn't mention the set and forget, and there's a reason for it. I might explain it in future videos. Okay, so swing break rotation or ACAT. Could be a monthly ACAT or weekly ACAT or a 4-hour swing break rotation. Okay. Now, with that said, I can show you endless of examples. My underlying bias is up on this pair. Monthly chart and weekly chart is retracing back into a no-brainer. Like if I ask 100 traders, all 100 of them will say this is a no-brainer level. So underlying up, monthly, weekly retrace to a no-brainer level, check. Now we have 2 checks, check. The next thing is we have the support and resistance, and now we have a pattern. Okay, you have a daily swing break, you have a 4-hour rotation. Okay, 4-hour rotation. Let me just grab my pen for you. Okay, this is the daily swing break, 4-hour rotation, lower low, lower close, higher high, higher close, pull back. Okay, when I see these trades, it takes me like 2-3 seconds to see them, maybe 5 at most. Okay, because I'm watching the same pairs every single day for the past 6 years, so I know most of these levels by heart. Okay, I take these 10 times out of 10, and I would say these type of trades have around 80% win ratio. Do they show up every single hour? No. Every single day? No. Every single week? Not every single week, no, but very often. So these trades that doesn't grow on trees, but when they show up, geez, hold your horses. And if you are a struggling trader and only doing this, nothing else, mark my words, you will be a stage 4 trader before the end of the year, making yourself a fortune. Okay, the only problem is most people don't have the patience to stick to one thing, like make it niche, like make it super narrow. All the 95% losing traders, they are just doing everything in here, and the professionals, they are narrowing things down to a very certain way of trading, and that's the big juicy holy grail secret that nobody tells you, or at least maybe some people tells you, but you don't listen. Okay, so I'm giving you this away for free. I don't expect anything back beside maybe give me a thumbs up, thanking me for for doing this on a Sunday afternoon on my free time, to give back to the trading community. If you don't like it, don't worry, just disregard it. If you like it, encourage me, and I will do more stuff, these free stuff content for you, because I'm sharing this knowledge, this stuff with my paying clients on weekly basis, twice a week. Every time I do a PMA, I go through all the technicals, so sometimes the fundamentals. I'm going through the trading psychology, trading mindset, everything you need. Trade management, how to identify support and resistance, everything you need to know. Okay, and I'm dying to help you. So if you are struggling and you want to have a mentor that is actually showing you trades in advance and explaining things in great detail, how to analyze the market, the live market, while there are prices moving, well, let me know and I will be more than happy to help you. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long, so thank you so much for listening. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Cheers.